Okay, we'll take the roll call first, I feel. Um, okay, roll number 1. Okay, present.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Roll number 2.
Present, sir.
Roll number 3. Mayur. Is there? No. Roll number 5. Rohit. Not there. Roll number 6. Saloni.
Present, sir.
Present. Shane. Roll number 7. Not there. Shravani. 08.
Present,
Yes.
sir.
Taireen. Roll
Present,
number
sir.
9. Present. Okay. Tukaram. Okay. Present. Vishal. 11. Absent. Vishwatej. 12. Absent. Okay. Venkatesh. 13. Absent. Okay, so today we will see which practical we will do. Okay, so we have completed universal gates, we have completed multiplexer, demultiplexer. Now we'll go for implementation of SR flip-flop and D flip-flop. Okay, so write down, guys. Implementation of SR flip-flop and D flip-flop. Put a dash and write VLabs. See what you get. Present my screen. Okay, you all can see this, guys. Everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so you all can just click on that. So you all all have to do SR flip-flop and D flip-flop. Okay, so we'll only concentrate on SR and D. Here they have given other flip-flops also, but we will not go for that. Only go for SR and D. Now, I think everyone knows what's an SR flip-flop, right? And how it works.
Yes, sir.
We are completed that last class. So just wait for this to open up. It net speed is slow always. It's taking time. Saiba. Okay. Okay, everyone can see this page. Okay, so here we have verify the truth table. I hope my audio is. You all can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I think just do that same thing what we did earlier. Go on Google search, type implementation of SR flip-flop and D flip-flop, put a dash, then write VLabs, and this is what you will get. Verify the truth tables, okay, of JK, RS, T, and D flip-flop. Now, what we are interested in is only the RS, okay, and the D flip-flop. So we'll only think about RS and D flip-flop. We'll not do anything else, okay. Whatever is specified in syllabus, we'll go as per that only. So RS and D flip-flops. Although we have learned about JK, but still. So RS and D flip-flop. So now this is the circuit of RS flip-flop. Now already what we have done so far, okay, for RS or SR flip-flop, okay, when we get two values, okay, this is the clock, this is X, okay. So when X, it can be either 0 or it can be basically 1. Okay, when there is 2, 0, 0, there's no change. So you get the previous value. So this is basically committed to memory. 0 and 1 gives us 0. So the output will be 0. So it is set to 0. And if we want 1, then we have to give S and R. We have to give S1 and we have to give R 0. And 1 is forbidden. Basically what we have written here as not used. So in other words, it is memory. Okay, then this is basically to save 0, this is to save 1, and this is basically not used. So the same truth table what we have done last time. So now we'll have to check whether we are getting the same when it is practically done. Clock, you know, clock is basically given so as to enable or disable. Okay, so whenever a high is given, it will enable it. Whenever a 0 is given, it will disable it. Then we have the D flip-flop. Now, as I told you, the D flip-flop and SR flip-flop is the same, what we have learned last class. In last class, what we had done, SR flip-flop was there. Okay. Now, in a D flip-flop, what happens? You can see SR here, there are two, S and R. Okay. In D flip-flop, only one input is given. say it is only R, and the other one is basically given to an inverse. So here you have a NOT gate. Okay, so a NOT gate is given in this. So this is your input and this is your output. In simple way, the truth table what we had made last class was only with uh, D, okay, wherein you had only the signal D and you had X, 0 and 1, wherein you got your outputs. So first output we had got was Qn 0 and 1. If you see the table of last class, you have your reset signal and you have your clock signal. Okay, forget about the reset, just think about the clock. So when it is 0 and when it is 1, when clock is basically 0, when clock is basically 0, you will get it as the previous output. Okay, so when clock is 0, you'll always get the previous output, which is whatever was there previously. Then when you keep clock as 1, then it is set to 0. So 0 now is set, so you're given 0 here. Now say if D is 1, clock is 0, so still it will be basically 0. But now say D is 1 here, okay, and clock is 1. So now 1 is set into this output. Okay, now 1 is set into this output. So now tomorrow if you give 0, it will show again 1. It will show the previous one which is there. Okay, so this is the same output what we have done. Only here that we have given many times for all the contingencies we are seeing. So we are seeing for reset, we are even seeing for clock. Reset meaning it again goes back to a default value that is 0. JK flip-flop also you can check. We can even play with JK flip-flop also because we have even studied JK flip-flop as well. But it is not there for the practical. So we will just see the simulation. This is where you got it. Just open up your laptops, okay?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Hello? What happened? Hello? Yes. What no you all said? Suddenly you all said no. What happened?
Sir, some are with phones
I
and
think it
some are
took
with
time for the
laptops.
Yes,
this
sir.
thing to come.
Yes, sir. We can
You
hear.
all can hear me, everyone? Okay. But it is better if you all are with your laptops, yeah? Otherwise, how you all will run this simulation? Okay, so now the simulation has opened up. So you can see verify the truth table. So we have RS, so SR flip flop. So we'll click on SR. Hopefully it should work. Taking time. This
Yes, sir.
okay. So we have a So we have a NAND IC. Okay. So you have our NAND gates which are 4. So first we have to turn this on. So we'll power it on. Okay. So now it is powered on. Okay. Now we'll basically give 1 or 0, 0 or 1 for S and R, and we'll even use the clock. So we use for the first case. Okay. That is when S is equals to 0 and R is also equal to 0, and clock is basically 0. We'll see for these two conditions. Okay, so this is basically 0 here. Clock is 0. So we'll add this condition and we'll see what we'll get. With this, refresh this. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think it has come up. You all can see it, right? Okay, so we'll take the first condition. First, we'll power this on. Okay, so right now it is powered on. Okay, now we'll take when the clock is 0. Now, when the clock is 0 here, it should be your previous value. So if you can see this, if I try this, nothing will happen. If I try this, nothing will happen. If I try this again, see, nothing is happening. Okay. So we'll try first when the clock is 0. So when the clock is 0, this R is also X and R is also X and S is also X. When it is X, either even if it is 0 or 1 or 1 or 0, it doesn't matter. It will be basically, your answer will be your previous value, that is your Qn. So we'll just try with this first. So we'll keep first S0 and R also 0, and we'll add this case. So you can see this, we got 0. Now if we do 1 and 0, we'll add this case. Like clock pulse. I'm not applying clock pulse. Okay, you have to compulsory apply clock pulse. Okay, so anyways, now we'll take with this case when clock is 1. So when clock is 1, we'll add this. When S is equals to 0 and R is also equals to 0, we'll add the case 0, no change. Guys, you all can hear me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So see, there is no change. So it is showing 0 only, what we basically got. So it is Qn only. Now we will do one thing. We will take S equals to 0 and we'll take R equals to 1. Now when we do this, apply clock pulse, yes. I have to apply the clock pulse. I have to add. So what I'm getting? 0 and 1. Same. 0 only I had got. Now if I want to get 1 here, what I got to do? I got to make S equals to 1 and I have to make R equals to 0, which is already equals to 0, and clock should be 1. So I'll add this and I got 1. So now 1 is set. Okay, reset is basically 0. Okay, so now 1 is set. Now say if I want this value back again, I want to call this value. Now 1 is already saved. Now say I want to call this value back again. So if I want to call this value back again, what I can do is, there are two ways. Either I can keep the clock 1. Okay, either I can keep the clock 1. Okay, and make S and R both equal to 0. And I'll get 1 back. See. You can see this? No change. I got 1 back. And there's another way. I can keep the clock. Okay, I can keep the clock 0. Okay, and irrespective this is 1 or this is 0, and I can get the same value. No, it's not showing me. This is because of the problem in the India software. Okay, okay, here it gave me this. It's only when it is taking 0, 0, it is showing you. It's madness, but whatever. Anyways, it gave you 1. But remember, even if this is 1, or this is 0, or this is 0, and this is 1, it will give you 1 only when the clock is basically 0. So this is the second way of retrieving the previously saved value. And now let's say for a case where S equals to 1, R equals to 1, and clock is also equals to 1. Now when this happens, it's an invalid. It can give any random value. So you can see it is written here invalid. Okay, so when clock is 1, S is equals to 1, and R is also equals to 1, it will give you an invalid value. Now you can see here, this is your clock diagram. This is your clock diagram. So this is when your clock is basically 0 and when your clock is 1. That means 0 or 5 volts. So whenever you gave 1 and 1, first it was 0. So this was full 0. Okay. Then it had given 1. Okay. And then I had given 0 here, that is here. And then I had again gave it basically 1. So clock is your clock pulse. Okay. Then your S and R. This is your S1. S1 means high. S0 means 0 volts. This means 5 volts. Then your R. R means 0 here. And R means 1. 1 means 5 volts. And 9 and your Q. Q0 and this is Q1. This is basically 0 when Q is 0. When Q is 1, it is basically 5 volts. This is Q bar. Whatever is Q will be opposite is Q bar. So this is your full timing diagram of it. This is the way your timing diagram will come, or your clock diagram. So it's very simple. You just have to put 0, 1, 1, 0 and verify your value. We'll go for the next one. Guys, go for the next one.
Yes, sir.
This is Q, right? Q bar. It's easy, right? Till here. Direct it is, very direct. Nothing difficult. Then we have a D flip-flop. For D flip-flop now, it will take time to load. This is the way you have to perform it, and then you have to take a screenshot of this, okay, and put it in your file. Told you in your D flip-flop, there's only one letter D and the other one RS. Basically, if RS look up, so you have basically only one R, and the S is basically given to a NOT gate. So here we have D, and the other one is given to the NOT gate. So we have a NAND. We have used the universal gate only to make a NOT gate. Okay, so we have a NAND gate here, which is given to our NAND. So we will even see all the conditions for this as well. So now here we have very limited conditions. We only have a clock and we have a T. Okay, it's here, it is working. Okay, so maybe we'll write to IIT Mumbai, we'll put them a mail that the previous circuit of SR flip-flop, which was here, was not working. Then we keep the clock 0. Okay, so you all can do that, but obviously it will give you basically no change. So we go for the next case. So when the clock is 0, irrespective if D is 1 or D is 0, you will get the previously saved value. Now we'll make the clock 1. Okay, and we'll take the first condition, okay, where D equals to 0. So we'll add this case, and you can see your Q equals to also 0. You can see your clock diagram also here. Okay, so this will basically tell you your D equals to 0 and your Q equals to 0 and Q bar equals to 1. 0, 1. Now we'll take the next condition where D equals to 1. Where D equals to 1. So we have now 1 and 1. Clock is also 1, D is also 1. And we get basically 1. You can see you basically got 1. So now 1 is set. Now if you ask for the previous value, you can just take your clock as 0, your previous value will come. So if I add, I should get again 1 here. So you can see I got 1. Now say if I want to save 0, then what I got to do, keep D as 0, take clock as 1, add in. Now I got it as 0, and now say I want to recall that value. So if I want to call that value back again, I will keep clock as 0, and D can be 1 or 0, it doesn't matter. I will get 0 again here. See, I'm adding, I got 0 here. So everyone clear with this case, how it is basically done? So let's do it once again in format. And I forgot to tell you about these LEDs glowing. So your LEDs will definitely glow whenever there is a case. That is your Q and Q bar. It will take some time. Okay. So I turn on my circuit. I keep my D could be anything. My clock as 0. Okay, and I add this case. So D is 0 and clock is also 0. It's 0. Okay, so D could be anything, 1 or 0. It will give you that same value which was there earlier. Now I take D as 1 and I take
Sir, the
clock as
video
1.
is frozen.
You can see it right now.
Yeah.
We can see it now.
So we can see only two
So you have your
frames.
D, yeah. Sorry.
It's only 2 reading.
Yeah, because I basically am doing it again. Now you can only see one.
Yeah,
reading.
1 reading.
Which is this,
Yes.
right? One reading. Okay. So we took the first case when clock is 0. Okay. When clock is 0, and D is also equal to 0, and this is basically turned on. Right? So in this we get what? Q equals to the previous value. The previous value was what by default 0. So that's why it's saying no change. In the same way, if we even take D as 1, it doesn't matter if D is 1 or D is 0. As long as the clock is 0, you'll get 0 only. We add this case, again we got 0. Now we say we enter the clock value as 1. Okay, and we take D as 1. Okay, or we'll take D as 0 first according to our truth table, and clock we take as 1. So we add. So if you took D as 0, then now the value saved also will be 0. That's why Q is 0. Q is 0. That's why this is off. And Q bar is basically 1. Okay. Now we'll take another condition where clock is 1. Okay, where clock is 0. Okay. And we will see if we are getting this, retaining this value of, okay, that we have already done. So we'll leave it. Now we'll take when clock is 1 and D is 1. So when it is 1 and 1, you will basically get a 1 at Q. You got a 1 at Q. So this is what you have to take the printout of this 1, 2, 3 and 4 cases. If you want another case, just to see, I took D as 0, or I'll take D as 1, it doesn't matter, and I took clock as 0. So it will retain me this previous value of Q, which is 1. So I'll just add in, see, you got the value of 1. We can take a printout of this, a screenshot for the 4 cases, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and along with the clock diagram. And all of you will do this experiment. We have done it, okay, but now you all also sit and do this experiment. Theory and all is all there, so you all can start making your theory also. Put it in your Word document and then later you all can send it. Everyone clear till here?
Yes,
Guys?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you all can write down the same experiment name what I told you all earlier, but only write for SR and D flip-flop. Okay. Theory is all here.
So can you repeat
Whatever for D flip-flop and SR flip-flop that you have to.
So repeat the
Sorry?
experiment name. So
You were not there.
So I
Most of it
joined.
was done.
I joined little late.
It's not that difficult, Ray. What you got to do
No, so
is
just the experiment name.
this is just a small repeat. Uh, 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 just go on this thing, Google search, okay, and type verified truth table of SR and of SR flip flop and D flip flop. You will get this experiment here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll send you all the link so you all can just click on that. Okay, that's the link. So you all can just click on that link. You will get this. Okay, so what you have to learn is basically only SR flip flop and D flip flop. This is what you have to do. So the rest you all don't copy on your worksheet. Only what is here you all do.
So even clock diagram you
Then
need.
here there is something known as simulation. You can see this. It's something you activate and deactivate. It is like an on-off switch for your flip-flop. But only here is when the clock is 0, it will tell you the value which is saved in the memory, irrespective of what the value of input. And when it is 1, that is basically trying to enable the flip-flop so as to store a new value. So instead of 0, you want to put 1, or instead of 1, you want to put 0, or instead of 0, you want to keep it as 0 only, or if you 1, you want to keep it 1 only. So that is basically the need of the clock signal. The clock signal here basically helps you to enable the flip-flop to save a value. Either it could be 1 or it could be 0. So once it's enabled, then that new value will be saved. Okay. Once it is saved, then whenever you want to recall it, you can keep your clock as 0, you can get the value, or you can keep your clock as 0 and you can put S and R as 0 and you can get the value. So now we will go for this. So once you click, okay, once you click on simulation, you will get these SR flip-flop and D flip-flop. So you want to click on SR. So click on SR flip-flop. Once you click on SR flip-flop, this page will open up. So now this page will open. So now you have your SR flip-flop. So now you have your SR flip-flop. So you can see S and R and clock. So I can take the very first case. Okay. So I turn on my power. Okay. And I take S equals to 0 and R equals to 0. So if I'm taking S equals to 0, I keep this as 0 only. R equals to 0, I keep this as 0 only. And my clock, I also take as 0. So I'll just add this case. So now it will show me as my 8th case. See, you can see no change. Okay. So it will be basically 0 only. The previous value which was there. The previous value was 0. So that's why it's showing 0. So when clock is 0, okay, irrespective of what is here, S or R, or if this is 1 also, it will show you the same reading. See, Q will be 0 if I add. This is the problem. Okay, this is what you all have to write in IIT. Okay, that it is not given. But remember, when you even press 1 and 1 also, you will get the value of 0. It's saying apply the clock pulse. You cannot apply clock pulse. If you not applying clock pulse, it will give you the previous value. Just okay. So now we'll take the other case. That is when clock is 1 and S is 0 and R is 0. So clock is 1, S is 0 and R is 0. Okay, so I'll add this case. When I'm adding this case, what I'm getting, the value of Q is 0. See, it's also matching. It's the same thing. Okay, now what I will do, say if I want here, Q, I want to save a 1 in Q instead of a 0. So what I will do, I'll go on top and take S as 1 and take S as 1 and R as 0 and R as 0. Okay, and I'll take my clock as 1 because I have to put the value. No? So I'm enabling that flip-flop. Now I'm adding this and I'll see what value I get. As you can see, Q is equals to 1. So right now 1 is saved. Now say I want to retrieve that saved value. Then I just have to put clock as 0, which it's already there. Okay, and I just have to say add. And when I'm adding, I get the previous value. Previous value was what? 1. I got the previous value as 1. Now say if I want to make this 1 0, I want to put a new value. Then what I do, I take my clock, put it 1. Okay, and take my S, put it 0, and R I put it as 1. So when R is 1, now 0 will be saved. So if I'm adding this, see here, 0 is saved. Now if I want to recall this or get this 0, what is saved in that value? What is saved in Q? If I want to know that, again I press clock as 0, okay, and I add it. Now I have to basically get 0 because 0 is saved. So let's see if I'm getting 0. I've got 0. Everyone clear with this? This is a repeat of what is done over basically not there.
Yes, sir.
So this is for the SR flip-flop. Then for the D flip-flop, same thing, different thing. Okay. Now for D flip-flop, what we have only D. Same. SR flip-flop and D flip-flop is the same. Only that you have SR there. So S is there and R is basically given to a NOT gate. Okay. So your R is connected from S to a NOT gate and then it is given. So you have your D and you only have your clock. So now if your clock is 0, okay, and if your D is 0, you will get its previous value, which is 0. Now if you want to make your D 1, okay, you will also get the same value. It will be 0. Okay, so irrespective of D, when your clock is 0, irrespective of D, D is 1 or 0, it will give you the previous value. So that's why it said no change. Now say if you want to add a 1, so you have to click D is 1 and you have to enable your flip-flop. So that's why you're putting your clock as 1. And if we add, now Q will be equal to 1. Sorry, your Q will be equal to 0 because D equals to 0 here. No? D equals to 0, clock is 1. D equals to 0, yes. So 0 will be same. Now if you want to basically make your Q equal to 1, then what you got to do, take D equals to 1, enable your clock, so you will get basically 1 here. Now if you want to find out the previous value, what was it saved as, clock is 0 only, irrespective d you can take as 1 or 0, you will get basically 1 because 1 was saved earlier. So if I say and, I'm getting 1 saved. Everyone clear, guys? Okay, so
Yes,
this
sir.
is how you basically, so this is how you do it. Now you all do it. I'm only performing the experiment. You all should do it. Huh? So all of you will now start doing. First you all start with SR flip flop and then go for D flip flop like this. Okay. So first
Yes.
start off with SR flip flop. Okay. And once you finish this, do your full diagram, take the screenshot, then go for D flip flop. Shot in the group. It's not that I don't trust
So
you, I
all
trust you,
the
but I like to see you. Yeah. Tell me what you were
so
saying.
all the so all the experiments you must do in one word only, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In one word. In one word document. See, you all can, I told you, you all combine
Yes, sir.
between you all. I have no issue. After that, you all combine into one whole Word document. Got it now? So everyone will have the same Word file. Only the thing is, your screenshots only may differ. That's all. But the answers for the screenshots will be the same. To for all these quizzes. If there's anything, just message me or message me in the group or directly come. Open your microphone.
So what to put the experiment number? So
Experiment number 3, no?
yeah, okay.
Guys, everyone is enjoying it. Everyone completed SR flip flop. Same truth table use. What I have taught you all in the class. One more thing I wanted to ask you all guys. Whatever session I have recorded with you all, na, meaning is it available in your Google Drive? You all can view my videos. Hello.
Sir, till 21st it's available. Before that it's not available.
Till 21st it's available, meaning I didn't get you. Meaning till 21st. Before that it is not there. You don't have it before that.
So in my drive it's showing till 21st. After 21st all classes are there, but before that it's not available.
Okay. I will see what I can do. Anyways, I'm going to make a new this thing, I'll videos. But still, if it is there, I'll put it up on module. I mean that Noodle, whatever. Huh? So you all can basically, if you missed anything or want to revise, especially K maps and all, you all can go and check that video out. Uh, just one of you all remind me on Friday or something to just do it. I'll do that. So this is your SR flip flop. I will go for the D flip flop. This is your D flip flop. We just check if all these values are coming. Some of you have messaged me. Oh, come on, I want others also to message me. Come on, WhatsApp. I want the screenshots, whatever you all have done, or the photograph. It's very easy, guys. Not something complex. Nice. More people, come on.
Everyone completed it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All of you send me the screenshot. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, today everyone is present. I checked it out. You all were all there, so I marked off all of you all present. Today, no one absent. Yeah, tell me. Somebody was saying, no? Something. Everyone completed SR and D flip flop.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is basically your SR flip flop. Yeah. So you'll take a screenshot of it, and there's one app which you'll get here. You can just try in the extensions. Okay, there's some screenshot. Okay, so you can even use that and also take a screenshot. If you're on your mobile phone, you can directly just use your 3 fingers and whatever. Uh, scroll it down. You will get a screenshot there also. And this is for your D flip flop. Okay, so this is your D flip flop. All right, so next class we'll go for the next experiment. So keep all your files and all ready. Keep your Word document ready. Okay, and you all will have to submit your Word document to my email address. I'll just put in the link of my email address. It is Viren dot Pereira, Pereira @ RIT Goa .ac.in. So this is my email address. Well, we'll have to submit the experiment. Okay. So Viren.Pereira @ RITGoa.ac.in. Okay. I'll still, all of you will have completed. Anyone who has not completed? Anyone who has not completed? Everyone completed? Guys, everyone has completed? SR
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
flip flop both?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Any doubts still here? How it is done in the simulation of VLabs? Any doubts in this? Okay. So this is your procedure. So same procedure you all will have to copy, but you all only go for SR and D from this VLabs. Theory and everything, you'll copy it from here. So this is it. I don't want to, and I cannot leave you all early. Otherwise, I would have left you all
Thank you
early.
so much,
You all have already
sir.
finished. Huh? What? You all want me to leave you all? But I love you all, guys. You all want me to go so fast?
Yeah, so once if you leave, it's no big deal, na?
Smart. Huh? Okay.
So we
Okay. What
finished
I
our
will
work
do,
whenever you
since
tell us.
all of you all have completed, please. Okay, done. Okay, so what you all do? Send me all screenshots. I want everyone sending me the screenshot. Okay. Okay, you all have already sent me. All right. Okay, but okay, you all have all sent me. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, another 10 minutes. Okay, you all go through all the experiments what you all did. Only 10 minutes. It's right now 3 o'clock. So till 3:10, you all go through whatever experiments I have done. Okay, after that you all can leave. No problem. Okay, is that okay? So 3:10, you all can make a move. Since you all completed, I saw all the screenshots. Okay, we're really proud of you. So 3:10, you all can move. Is that okay with you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, done. But go through all the experiments, huh? See if you all have any doubts. Okay. If everything is done, you all can leave. No problem. I've taken your attendance. Everyone is present. Okay. Chalo. If there's anything, just buzz me, or you all can just send me on the message or open your microphones. Okay, open your mics and you all can just talk. No problem. You all can try for JK and T flip flop. T flip flop you all will not know, but at least you all can try for JK. Just for kicks.
तनय हो तनय